Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Another story. Another tragedy for Christmas. An Azerbaijani, how do you say that? Azerbaijani. Or is it Azerbaijani? I'm not sure how you say it, but however it is. An Azerbaijani airliner with 67 people on board crashed Wednesday near the Kazakhstani city of Aktau, killing 38 people and leaving 29 survivors, a Kazakh official said. Deputy Prime Minister Kanat Banzabayev disclosed the figures while meeting with Azerbaijani, I think it's Azerbaijani the more I say it, officials, the Russian news agency Interfax reported. Now, again, this came on Christmas, right? Christmas, every day the news just has to pour cold water on people, fear, tragedy, etc., etc. Christmas in Gematria equates to 38. And as I point out, every year they got to have some kind of death story. So often it's a celebrity. This time it's a tragic plane crash. Today when Donald Trump spoke about the Panama Canal, he said 38,000 people died building the Panama Canal. Today on Christmas, Trump appointed his ambassador to Panama and brought up the 38,000 who died. And notice yesterday in the media, what did it say yesterday in the media about the Panama Canal? It said 5,600 died. Today it's 38,000. Again, that's what I mean about the numbers. It's just number rituals. And almost all the time, the numbers are just made up to fit the ritual. Again, if you're new here, Kabbalah. The practice of coding numbers into words comes from Kabbalah. It's known as Gematria. In the practice, Christmas equals 38, Gematria equals 38, English equals 38, energy 38, Kabbalah 38. But it's also this number very much connected to death. Death, murder, killing, RIP, they all equate to 38. And we see another number a lot with death, and that's 67. Blood sacrifice equals 67. Human sacrifice, 67. Is it possible that people really did die in a plane crash today? Sure, it's possible. Is it possible the numbers aren't 67 and 38, but that's just what they reported? Absolutely. Yeah, it's just unbelievable how it's the same numbers day after day, and then you got people just rolling their eyes every time we show it to them. Yeah, I just don't know what else to say about this. Oh yeah, where's the 201 at? It's in that word I can't pronounce. Is it Azerbaijan? Is it Azerbaijani? Is it Azerbaijani? Look at this, you guys. Here's the 201. 201. If you're new here, that's the number of the people who gave us the calendar that served the Catholic Church. That's the Jesuit orders number. Again, the calendar we're on comes from the Jesuit priest Christopher Clavius. We're in the time of the first Jesuit pope right now, Pope Francis, the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. Again, the last French pope was the 201st. The Jesuits are from France. The Pope's name equals 201. Jorge Mario Bergoglio, like the founder of the Jesuits, Ignatius Loyola's 201, like the Jesuit orders 201, etc., etc. You know, this is Russia, right? Remember when Biden and Putin met 201 days into the first ever Jesuit Ignatian year on Pearl Harbor Day of all days, and then the war began on the Donbass region in a big 201 ritual. Then Israel's war began in a big 201 ritual, and state of Israel equals 201, and then on the 201st day of the war, Biden sent $95 billion to Ukraine and Israel. And those 95s and 201s come together a lot too. Like Martin Luther penned the 95 Theses, and 201 months later, the Jesuits were created. Or the military World Games began in Wuhan, China. They started in Italy in 95, but then that was the same day as Event 201, the pandemic simulation. Then next thing you know, you got the Wuhan Cooties 19. And MLK smoked on the 95th day of the year, who assumed the name Martin Luther after the Protestant Reformation, later who wrote the 95 Theses, and then after he's killed on the 95th day of the year, 201 days later, the nation's first gun control legislation, etc., etc. So, Yeah, whether it's Azerbaijani or Azerbaijani or some other way, I'm not saying it's 201. Again, learn your numbers, see through the headlines every single day. And it's just like, Steph Curry high score today in the match of LeBron and Curry yet again in prime time on a holiday. Curry scores 38 points, tying up the game at 113 all. And we call the NBA the 113 league because the National Basketball Association's 113. Yeah, it's just, again, rig sports, rig news. You learn the numbers, you see through all of it. So we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Until next time.